Greetings, fellow humans. I'm MartianBuu, and today's pocket video is on Melmetal with Pidgeot. Melmetal is a pretty good non-EX Pokemon. It has an attack that hits an important breakpoint on 120 to one-hit knockout Pikachu EX, but it also has a high amount of health combined with an ability that prevents it from taking some damage. So it can be really tough for a lot of decks to knock out Melmetal efficiently. One of the big problems with Melmetal is finding a good partner for it because the metal Pokemon in the game are so limited right now. So as with some other situations like that, we look to colorless to find a second Pokemon, and Pidgeot is actually pretty good. With Melmetal, you want to go second so that your Meltan has a chance to use its Amass attack to accelerate a metal energy onto the field. Pidgeot conveniently is lined up to go first, so it evolves once into a Pokemon with a 1 energy attack and evolves twice into a Pokemon with a 2 energy attack. So it's just nice to have a line for going first and a line for going second. Pidgeot also has the drive off ability, which forces your opponent to switch their active Pokemon out, allowing us to Sabrina every turn regardless of what supporter we're using. This can allow some cool plays where you get to Giovanni alongside Heavy Impact to knock out a Starmie or Zapdos or something like that, but it also makes it really hard for your opponent to set up something like a Ralts if they didn't have it ready to go initially, because you can always just drive off and hit them with Wing Attack. I do think Melmetal is still waiting on more cards to be a real deck, but if you wanted to play a metal deck right now, Pidgeot felt like a very decent partner. So I hope you enjoy the games, and thank you so much for watching. All right, no Meltan, unlucky. It's a Pidgey battle. Chat, battle of the Pidgeys, look at this. Look at us go. There's a Meltan. I don't love that my opponent, like, this would be a much more exciting setup if my opponent went first, but I still think we can afford to amass. Except that now they've taken our X speed away, so maybe not. Alright, well, our hand is set up to allow us to take advantage of going first, so I guess we will. Unless we get an X speed here. If we get an X speed, I'll still retreat. We did not, so I guess we're Pidgeotoing forward. Once this evolves, it can never retreat again, so I'm gonna let that chill as a Meltan for now. How do you even calculate the health in the IRL TCG? What do you mean? Hey, see you later, Guapo. Thanks for hanging out. Like, how do you calculate the damage? You have dice, right? So if you deal 30, you each damage counter is worth 10 damage. So you'll just take a dice, set it to 3, and put it on the Pokemon, and that'll be its 30 damage it's taken. I got a Charizard and a full art Bulbasaur in the Miracle Draws. Nice! That's pretty good. Hey, X-Speed, good to see you. I guess we win the Pidgeot battle. Alright, cool. We have a potion. So our opponent is running Sabrina in their Pidgeot deck for some reason. Boop. My opponent conceded. Alright. So far, this is a Pidgeot deck. Yay, going second. You got Charizard EX in the first pack of the tutorial. Nice. Looks like you're getting ready for a Charizard deck. You're buying a lottery ticket? Yeah, good. Seems appropriate. Not the dreaded smack. Oh, don't get a heads. Don't get a heads and then evolve. Please. Get tails, like every other Misty player. No! Uh-oh. Is it overchat? Oh. They just didn't have the Starmie. Alright, very good. No longer any risk of that. The Mass 1, we got an Orcish Bowmasters up in here. Yeah, it's you're thinking of the mass mechanic in MTG. I also went there when I said a mass in my mind. All right, well, we have a powered up Melmetal, which is great, but we don't have access to Sabrina because we haven't been able to build a Pidgey. Here's a Pidgey. Hi, Pidgey. $50 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon? That's not bad. Orcish Bowcaster, more like Orcish Boo Master, because Boo, yep, exactly. Preciseless. Precisely. Preciseless. Opponent conceded. What were they thinking? Trying to beat me in a battle of Melmetals. We're going first, which is unfortunate, but at least we found Meltan. Cubit. Alright, this is not a bad start. Be even better if we went second, but I will take it. Do you guys like the idea of risking the Marowak attack? Because they could get double tails. They could also not have it. I think there's a decent chance that we'll just be fine. Wow, Hamboards, you're really high rolling the fancy arts there. It's nice. Easiest double tails. Easiest double tails. You got double edge in this month? Nice, Doogie. But did you get double tails like this Marowak? Pretty sure my opponent doesn't even know what heads is. They've never seen one before. Alright. Let's go. Tails, tails. Show me the double tails. Alright, they got double heads. Reverse skill issue. Hate to see it, hate to see it. Not even sure what my plan is supposed to be here. Guess what I'm gonna do is make them keep using their energy to retreat the Primate. I was probably supposed to be a Pidgeot deck here, huh? Like, I could have set up Melmetal to soak hits and powered up the Pidgeot. Could have hit this twice. I don't know. They don't have any X speeds. We could make them waste all of their energies retreating Primates, so if Melmetal does attack, I just think it's not gonna matter. I think I'm just hosed. I need them to get more tails on these boomerangs. You got the same lappers again? Look at you go. Look at you go. Just leave it active, it's fine. Show me double tails. Oh. Well, I guess that's never going anywhere. I think if they get even one heads, I'm not going to attach energy to this Melmetal. We have to resort to being a Pidgeot deck, I think. Still survives one heads, never survives two heads, so I don't think we bother. I mean, we'll make him keep wasting the energy to retreat, but we don't bother using our potions here. Hitmonlee. Okay, so now they only need one heads. Unfortunately for them, they're never getting a heads again. Alright, so I guess I start powering up the Melmetal in hopes that they keep getting all these tails. If they end up getting one of the next 4 heads, we can attack with the Melmetal, which would be great. Stretch kick, huh? Interesting. I don't know why you would do that. I don't want them to Sabrina and knock out my Pidgeot with one heads on the Marowak, is the idea here. I don't know why they left out the Hitmonlee. It just seems strange to me. Guess they didn't believe in themselves to get enough heads. We really need Marowak to keep whiffing. Maybe I should have used another potion to play around one Giovanni on the active Melmetal. Probably should have. Primate, really? You can deal 20 active, but then I just potion it. Cool. Alright, so I'll potion active. So now they still can't set it up with the whatchamacallit. Also, they still have 2 points to go, so I can like start messing, like trying to get up a second Pidgeot. Huh. I think if my opponent had just kept retreating for Marowak, they could have gotten unlucky, right? Which I think is why they've changed their strategy, but now they're in a position to where they have to come up with Marowak and get 2 heads, right? Or have a Giovanni and get 1 in order to win the game. And then they're probably fine, because I can't afford to 2-hit Primate, because then it'll knock me out. But like, they gave me so much time. Let's go, at least 1 Tails. Oh, thank goodness. Okay, so yeah, we just win. Look at that. Woo! Ooh, just barely. I'm going first. Started with the Pokemon that likes to go first, so that's okay. Would like it even better if I had its evolutions in my hand. Opponent is really thinking about that. Which Pokemon's coming down? Ready, go. Alright. Nothing worth doing. Unlucky. We'll just top deck Pidgeotto and top deck Pidgeot. Or we'll hit Professor's Research to get Pidgeotto and Meltan. It'll be great. Or my opponent will roll 3 heads on this Articuno and blow me out of the water. You never know. Alright. I guess I'm out of here. I couldn't escape it, chat. They got me. Going second, starting with Meltan. Well, that's exactly what I wanted. Weird to give me exactly what I wanted. It's pretty weird, if you ask me. Okay. Oh, and a Pidgey. Pretty good. I don't think this Ralts has a path to knock out my Meltan next turn, ever. It would be okay, so if they Mewtwo and attach energy to the Mewtwo this turn, then I have to worry about X speed into Mewtwo with Giovanni next turn. In which case, it's better to evolve into the Melmetal. But if not, then I think I just... Oh, now they can just evolve into Gardevoir, huh? Alright, fine. Fine. Gardevoir can do it. Wow. Do you guys like claymation art in these Pokemons? When I was a kid, I hated it, but like as an adult, I think I appreciate it more. All right, I gotta go, but I can't wait to see more. I'll go subscribe to your Pokemon channel tomorrow as well. I didn't think it was that easy. Love your vids and stream, and I hope you have a good day. Hey, thanks for that, Hemborgy. Have a good rest of your day. Alright, well, it would be really nice if my opponent had left up that Gardevoir to die, or if I had a Serena on a stick to use. But I think it's going to be fine, right? Like, they never got out the Mewtwo, so we're just going to sweep them with Melmetal. There's nothing they can do about it. Even if they do get out of Mewtwo next turn, like, I'm going to get to hit it twice before it ever gets to hurt me, so... I think it's just Jover. The one thing would be if they had like a Jinx, right? They could Jinx me for 130 minus 20. Yeah, I mean, that would set it up to get knocked out by the Gardevoir. I get to go second, cool. So I'll start with Meltan. And I'm gonna go ahead and draw all my evolutions. It'll be great. It'll be great, chat. You'll see. I like how this Pokemon actually made its debut in Pokemon Go. This is a Pokemon Go Pokemon. Look at it go. Yeah. And then Pokemon Go could interact with Let's Go. I was trying to remember, like, wait, did it, or was it Let's Go that it came out in? But no, it did come out first in Pokemon Go, but it required you to play Let's Go, so it was kind of for both of them. Let's Go was a cool game. I feel like it had a lot conceptually, like the Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee games. I think it had a lot conceptually that I really liked. Like, I liked how different Pokemon lets you ride them for different benefits. And I liked that you got to run around Pokemon for the first time, like, ever. You didn't just have to rely on stupid random encounters. But yeah, there's like I remember the IV optimization being a little awkward, because they had like candies or something in that game too. I think Gmax Melmetal was exclusive from the Pokemon Go catch as well. Gmax Melmetal. Oh, like Gigantamax? Interesting. Like, you had to catch it in Pokemon Go? Could you get a Pokemon from Pokemon Go to Sword and Shield? I didn't know there was a path for that. Did it involve, like, getting it into the Let's Go games first and then transferring it from there? Oh, via home? Okay. Interesting. Alright, so next turn, what I'm going to do is I'm going to send up Pidgeotto after the Meltan gets knocked out. And then, if I draw Melmetal, I'll attack with that. And if I don't, I'll attack with the Pidgeot. Maybe I'll attack with Pidgeot either way, so that I can retreat into the Melmetal after Pidgeot takes a hit. That seems good. Yes, the Gigantamax was such a silly mechanic. I don't know. It's really dumb that like the Pokemon would get huge, but the amount of power they would gain was not comparable to the amount of size they would gain. Because I think if you find out in the lore, they're not actually bigger. It's some kind of illusion. But like, then what's exciting about them getting huge then? Like, I feel like Gigantamax Pokemon should be like crushing cities and stuff. Alright. Still didn't get the Melmetal. Sitting at 7 cards left in deck. We're about to lose our Pidgeot. The problem is this baby Articuno here, it's gonna be really easy for them to just retreat. So I think we win if they don't potion and we draw our Melmetal. Even if they potion, it's fine, right? It's just 120. So yeah, they could potion once. It's funny, you like Big Pikachu too. The one that I liked was the Meowth. I thought the Meowth was hilarious. Like, it's so long that it has to start curving back down. Like, who thought of that? Big Pikachu is pretty funny too. But I don't know, I think the mechanic was a little bit like half-baked, frankly. Come on, Melmetal, please. Please. Oh, thank goodness. Alright, well, I think we might win now. Okay, they could Sabrina and win, couldn't they? Except that they're not really equipped to do that. There's like no reason to play this, and no reason not to. Alright, I wish I hadn't played that Pidgey, I guess. But they have to like... Hey, Royale with cheese. Oh. When did I knock out a Pokemon? Oh, the Pidgeot knocked out the Farfetch'd. Okay, okay. That'll teach me to ever remember anything ever. I recently watched a lot of Hearthstone / Wild videos on YouTube. You're here for Hearthstone? Ah, well, I will be playing more Wild Hearthstone tomorrow. Is it just a coincidence? Are you a whole new person? You assume that's who the first 21 Royales were. Okay, that makes sense. Well, there we go. Look at this big old Mewtwo on his toes. His big funny toes. It's pretty rude to my Pidgey, frankly. Thanks to this potion, I think we're not quite hosed yet. Thanks for watching my vids, Royale Cheese. I appreciate you. Giovanni here never matters, so I guess I won't. We were playing the Secret Mage with the Kil'jaeden and the Alaneth. It's pretty spicy. You guys a legend with that? It's awesome. Yeah, so if this makes it into the Pokemon video, I also have a Hearthstone channel. So one of the decks on my Hearthstone channel is a Secret Mage Kil'jaeden Alaneth deck, which probably won't mean much to you if you don't play any Hearthstone. I find Mewtwo's Vestigial Heal too kind of off-putting, to be honest. Vestigial Heal. His little ankle nubs. Guess that is a Vestigial Heal. Let's wait until we get the... Yeah, it looks like a growth, doesn't it? I think that's meant to be a toe. Like, isn't that supposed to be like toe number 3? Like this thing right here. Alright, well, if I don't get a second Pokemon, oh thank goodness. It's not my favorite second Pokemon, if I'm honest, but maybe you can buy time until I draw a Meltan. So I said tomorrow's Hearthstone time? Yeah, tomorrow I'm gonna stream Hearthstone from around 9 a.m. to around somewhere between 1 and 3. I have been, then I'll be back. Well, thank you for that. I'll see you then. I have been playing Dragonite and I got the full art Dragonites. I keep thinking they are EXs because of the art. Yeah, I hear ya. I hear you on that. Interesting. Opponent didn't want to use their Petcherson. Well, the Pidgey was the scary one for my Pidgey, right? Because that one, a Giovanni would have knocked it out. But I guess they can attach in Giovanni still, so it doesn't matter too much. Alright, well, we're on track to have a second Pidgeot, I guess. I'll use this Giovanni for probably no reason. We're fine if we top deck Pidgeot and they haven't played anything else, right? We can just Pidgeot, switch them, and then knock out the Petcherson. And if they paralyze me with a Pinchy Pincurchin, I can just evolve out of it. So hopefully we get either a Pidgeot or we get at least a Meltan, you know what I mean? Ugh. Alright, I'm going to retreat this thing for my friend here, since there's nothing my opponent can do to knock it out this turn and get the free energy. I think we might be okay, chat. Maybe a Sabrina here would be unfortunate, but even then... Okay, so I guess the bad news is I have to evolve to not get knocked out here. So they could paralyze me. But if they get tails, but it's not like they're dealing that much damage anyway. So yeah, if they get tails, we just win. And if they get heads, all they've done is buy a little bit of time. Well, the time matters because they're trying to high roll Zapdos heads to end this game, right? So, yeah. There's a Pikachu. Pika stew. Potion. That's cheating. Haven't they already used one? No, they haven't. But they don't have a second one, and that potion doesn't do anything. And even then, I have the Giovanni. So I think we're okay. Oh. I just win in this case. Strange. Like, their only hope was to paralyze my Melmetal. Are they gonna retreat it and send up Zapdos? They could do that if they don't have the other potion. I just figured out why Dragonite decks don't run Giovanni. Turns out reading the card explains the card. It makes sense. Well, I think my opponent couldn't quite figure out the path to victory, which is okay because I think their chances were pretty slim even if they did it the right way, so good for me.